All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Luke and Lewis. We're all excited. I'm ecstatic. The lights were just turned on. It just got a bit brighter. Man, things are looking bright today.
When we said, "Are you ready?" I reckon we've been sitting here for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the lights just got turned on.
Yep.
After we started the podcast.
And that's frustrating, isn't it?
It is frustrating.
Yeah, because you'd think that'd be really easy and also so obvious.
Hey,
Yes.
sorry guys. Who has the best vantage point of figuring out if the lights are on or not?
You.
You guys. You can see if the lights are on. They're facing you.
Who's paid to do it?
Okay, 2 out of 3 were on. To be fair. So,
all right. Well, you'll get 2/3 of your pay at the end of the week.
well, it's fine.
So, Gymp Fest.
Yeah.
Quick update.
Yep.
Obviously, the Gymp hype is real. We see it in the comments. We see your DMs.
Episode 200, we decided to do that. We would try and pull off a show in Gympie. After the last time I did a show in Gympie, I sold 17 tickets. We decided to redeem ourselves by doing episode 200 in Gympie as also the biggest show we've ever done.
Yeah.
Fuck it, do or die.
We literally wanted to put on the biggest show we've ever done in Gympie. Here's what we didn't realize. And you've just pressed record and you had to go at him for not getting ready.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see if you do your job perfectly today. And if you don't, none of us get paid.
Well, this is what we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
I thought I could organize a Gympie show within 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Turns out Gympie is a busy town. Well, I don't understand why there's so many people hiring out function rooms and big venues in Gympie, but they are all locked out until the end of the year.
I think every 3 days, Luke calls me. So first we were like, Luke's like, oh, I've booked like the perfect place. I've got the perfect place. I'm going to book it. I'm going to give him a call. And I'm like, sweet, that sounds great. 3 days later, he gives me a call. He goes, okay, they're booked. I have found a basketball court with heaps of seats. I'm like, well, that doesn't sound great, but whatever, book that. And then he calls me back later and he goes, okay, basketball court's booked. I did try 3 pubs. They're all booked, but one pub said they could set up a show in their car park. So what do you think?
So we're down to one option.
What I think?
What?
That's fucked.
Well, this is always going to be fucked. It was us putting on a show in Gympie last minute. So here's what I'm thinking. We have one option.
Because it's coming up. It's soon.
Well, also, I think we miscalculated when it would be. Episode 200 actually falls on July 8th. For some reason, I was telling all these venues June 8th.
Oh, man, that's a whole month out.
I don't think I'm the best person to be organising Gymp Fest.
I don't think so. Obviously, are any of these places even available in July 8th?
Well, that's the thing. Most of them were booked out to the end of the year anyway. So regardless of what I told them, they were like, look. So at one venue, the theatre, so you know the original venue, the biggest theatre in Gympie.
600 seats. Beautiful. Carl Barron does it.
This morning, I have officially locked in
Okay.
June 11th,
Ooh, that's good.
2022.
Well, look, I was thinking that was only 3 days
But
late.
now I
Turns out it's
realised-
368
Now I realised
days
I
late.
may have miscalculated episode 300.
Oh, hang on, that's a month early. That's going to be episode 190.
I think I might need to rebook that.
No, that won't even be one. That'll be like episode 280.
I think I'll change
Yeah,
the
roughly.
date. Maybe I might push that back to July.
Mate, change the date. I support it.
Yep. But we have one more option for this year because obviously we've already decided we wouldn't be mad if Gymp Fest became an annual event.
Yes.
However,
Yeah. You only get one first impression.
Yes.
It has to be done right. And also, a lot of people in the Discord server, the Patreon Discord, were saying, hey, you guys need to lock it in now because I need to take off work. You know, one guy in there is going, hey, man, I need to find out when I need to take my test for the rigid bus license and when I need to hire a fucking bus.
so we realised we're under the pump.
Yeah.
There's one more option for Gymp Fest 2021 and it's the Empire Hotel. Now you're probably thinking, great, they've probably got a function space. No. As mentioned before.
Is that similar to the Empire State Building?
No, I think it's a little small. 2 stories, not that many.
Well, that's more than one story.
Yeah. They've offered the car park. And
like a drive-in?
Like we would have to get barricades, a pop-up stage, lighting, security, a special license, a pop-up bar.
Oh, so like the world's shittest music festival.
It'd be like just like a shit school fete.
That's a school fate. Should we get a fucking musician?
And I just think, like, the fact that I couldn't even nail the date. Do you really want me to be organizing special licenses? Like, the cops are going to show up and just tear down the show.
Okay, I think, right.
I'll get a quote.
Get a quote, but we need it next episode. We got to call it yes or no.
Yeah.
So episode 300 or episode 280 absolutely happening in Gympie in 2022.
No, that's fine. I'll do a count today, and I'll get up when we think episode 300 will be about. Okay. It's hard to predict, but that means we cannot miss an episode. If I do an official count, we must stay on track.
We've never missed an episode.
We were allowed 2 weeks off over summer, which is what we usually take. But this year, we took 3. So we have to be on it.
Yeah.
If we lock in a theatre in Gympie for episode 300...
So you're saying...
we need to stick to a tight schedule for an entire year.
If we missed an episode in January, episode 300 is ruined.
Well, it will end up being like 299.
Yeah. Okay.
Or something like that.
All right. Deal. I solemnly swear I will not miss... I will not be the cause of missing an episode.
And
ever.
also, I thought, look, let's do it now while the Gympie hype is well and alive.
Yep.
I put the feelers out in our Discord. A lot of people are actually thinking Gymp Fest 2022 seems like a better option. We know Shrek Fest isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
People want another festival in the show.
Yeah.
Now, I hope one day, as Gymp Fest grows throughout the year, we could maybe have a Shrek exhibit. And but again, this is a decade away. This is the long term.
I think that Gymp Fest could really turn into Gymp Festival. You know, right now it's Gymp Fest, but we're getting a little bit festy. You know, but imagine if it turned into Gymp Festival.
Yeah, if it's a car park, it will be festy. It'll be dirty. There might be rats.
That's very. I think that we could probably just rock up to Gympie car park, do the show, no license, no nothing, and no one would notice. They would go, yeah, this seems like some kind of car meet.
Okay, here's another idea that I wanted to float by you.
Cancel it.
Oh, okay, no worries then.
Was that the idea?
Huh? No. We still go up this year by ourselves. No audience.
Episode 200 is happening anyway.
Yes.
So whether or not Gymp Fest happens, episode 200 will. Or we could save episode 200 for next year.
Well, here's an idea I had. Yeah. We go up this year and we...
Hang on. You're saying we go to Gympie?
Yeah, but we do a trial run. Yeah. We kind of do a tour of the town. We get a feel for the town before we put on a whole festival there.
I've had a feel for the town. It's a whole. I got a comprehensive feel. You know what it feels like? 17 tickets and a lot of debt.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
It feels like making a loss.
Okay.
Big L. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
I've been there. I've done that.
Yep.
How about this? Counterpoint. Sure, we could go up and we could do episode 200, or we could keep doing an episode twice a week up until episode 199, year off, return episode 200 with Gymp Fest.
Or we just
have to make everyone promise to still be a fan of our show.
That will really
annoy
our autistic fans.
Yeah.
Which makes up about 30% of our fan base.
Do you think Money Ryan would mind?
I don't mind. I just don't like the fact that skipping over an episode and going back seems confusing and ruins the...
No, I mean we don't upload a single episode ever.
Oh,
we take a year off the show. So we're not actually skipping any episodes. We come back right where we started. We take a year off coming
I feel like
work.
People would just prefer episode 300 at Gymp Fest.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So it's sorted. I'll have a final decision by next Tuesday for you all.
Yeah. And sound off with alternative celebrations for episode 200.
Yes.
Because
honestly,
we need to start thinking about it.
It's looking bleak / unlikely that 2021 will happen at this stage in the format that we'd love it. We could hire out a 100-seater in Gympie. We're not interested. We want it to be 500 plus people converging
all
on the
or
town.
Nothing. We want it to be the biggest show we've ever done or not at all. It's all or nothing. Man, who would have thought that thinking about going to Gympie would be bleak?
Yeah. What a shock. May have been ambitious. Now, person who could fund the trip next year to Gympie is you've been kind of working on some funding.
Yeah.
Maybe for yourself.
Well,
could be utilised for the show.
We started off this episode on a bit of a low note. Some really great news is Bill Gates and Melinda Gates are getting divorced, which is just great.
Not great for Bill.
Not great for
Or
Bill.
Great if it was mutual.
Yeah, or great. Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
I think for me it's great because, as you know, I'm quite good at networking with people who are much higher above me. You know, I reached out to Money Ryan, sweeted him up a little bit. Look at the studio. I'm now working on my next target, seducing Melinda Gates.
Yeah.
I think I can make it happen. I think that I understand that I'm in a relationship, but if I showed up, you know, to Frankston with Melinda Gates and she bought Jasmine a mansion in Toorak, I think she'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
She'd get over it.
Probably.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my next move. I reckon I can really start hitting on Melinda Gates.
Well,
it's already started.
You already have. I was going to say, I've seen your Twitter. You have been tweeting at her, trying to seduce her online publicly, which is bold.
Yeah.
But again, I respect your hustle to chase the bag.
I'm making money moves.
Can I suggest a pickup line?
Okay, I'll tweet it at her right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's her name?
Melinda Gates.
Melinda.
Mel. I call her Mel.
Okay. Hey, Mel. I'm sure you're sick of that Microsoft
Yeah.
D.
Yeah. I'm sure you're sick
Hey, Reuben.
of
What's the opposite to micro? Macro?
soft.
No. Macro is still small.
D.
What does macro mean?
Macro can mean two different things. Depending
Okay.
on
But
Yeah. But
actually, let's not sell yourself short. Let's not exaggerate. I'll give you that micro hard D.
well,
how about
I'll
that spear?
give you that medium hard spear.
I don't know now if the Microsoft pun is obvious because you've
Okay. Well,
draft it.
I'll draft it.
Draft it, and we'll workshop it after. But I think there's something in the fact that she spent 27 years with a Microsoft, and I think she'd probably be sick of the software company at this point.
I tweeted it.
Oh,
I didn't draft it. I tweeted it.
that's pretty bold.
I sent it out.
Damn.
Put your best foot forward.
I wouldn't have done that. Oh, I don't think that was your best one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm deleting it.
Delete it.
I'm not deleting it. I'm panicking. I'm freaking out.
You've been in a relationship. Well, you're still in a relationship. This is the problem. You're not used to hitting on
I've never hit
girls.
on a woman for years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know how it works. But
So is
I
Jazz
feel
okay with you publicly trying to seduce her?
Well, yeah. She's noticed and she's brought it up, but I've let her know. I think she knows that it's incredibly unlikely, but if something does come of fruition, she can't compete. You know, and I think that's fairly reasonable to know your limits.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
love my girlfriend. She's beautiful. Love of my life. But
she's trying to pay off a beanbag at the moment in monthly installments.
Yeah.
Melinda's not.
Exactly. Like Jazz bought a
Yeah.
beanbag. It was pretty expensive. She had to come to me and ask if she could get it because it was pretty expensive.
Melinda would just click buy now.
Yeah. Melinda would buy the beanbag, realize, oh, the house is a bit small for it, and then buy a new house to get the beanbag. That's really what I'm after in a relationship. I'm happy with Jazz and I love her.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a Billy, you know?
Yep.
A billionaire. She's
Yeah,
not
right.
a billionaire, you know? I need a bill.
I was going to say, she just broke up with a Billy. She lost a Billy,
We're in
but
this-
she's still got a Billy in the
I
bank.
was going to say in Frankston, there's a lot of women with Billies, but they're all smoking weed out of them.
Yeah. What are the newspapers been doing? I haven't actually done a lot of research. Have they been doing a lot of the gates are open for Bill type
That's
work?
Cool. I haven't heard that.
Have
That
they
is
been
great? The
have they
gates
been
are
doing
open.
that sort of thing?
Well,
or how have they
I
been running
read-
with this?
I read a really old article that the New York Times put out that just like chronicled Bill's life and followed him around for a little bit. And I don't know how their marriage.
Or how are they going to split the bill?
Oh,
That's another banger headline.
That's really
Why aren't I
good.
working for pedestrian?
I know.
Because that's actually all it takes, by the way, to work for an Australian news outlet.
How about this?
Because they suck.
The windows are open for 10 bitches to come sit on.
Yeah.
Bill.
That's not as good.
Bill's window shopping, potentially. That's
Yeah.
better. Hey, better than your one.
That's
then.
better.
Shut up.
Better than
Yours
mine.
used
Okay.
derogatory language. You use the word bitches in a headline.
Do you really think that Bill Gates is going after lovely women? I think he's going to go through a real phase. But I read this article about Bill Gates, and he had really interesting life, whatever. But he found Melinda, married her before Melinda many, many years before Melinda, he had another girlfriend that he was really attached to, grew up with and stuff like that. Broke up with her. Years later, got with Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
Negotiated with Melinda in their marriage. Once a year, he could take a holiday to a beach house with his ex-girlfriend for a long weekend. So that they could, and this is true, the article said, so that they can have walks on the beach and discuss physics and biology. A bit of biology, I reckon, would be being done.
A lot more biology than physics, unless they were suspending themselves from the ceiling.
I think they were studying a lot of human anatomy.
Yes. And
isn't that
and
wild?
If they were studying physics, it'd be a lot about momentum and thrust. Yeah. For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Isn't
that wild?
That is crazy.
Negotiated
Dude, billionaires,
contract?
I mean, as we learned with the whole Epstein ordeal, I'm not comparing the two, by the way, but I'm just saying, if you shouldn't be.
Yeah, all right. Well, he's been doing some experiments in third world countries.
Okay.
That's true.
I'm just saying that they can pretty much get away with
anything. Well, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm. That's
Money
why I'm
can't buy
on,
you love, but it can buy you a lot of other shit.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm hitting on Melinda, because if I could get into that, I can do whatever I want.
You can have a long weekend once a year with Jazz, discussing physics.
Exactly. That's what
biology.
I'm saying. Like, just because I marry Melinda doesn't mean I can't have a successful relationship with Jazz as well. Yeah. You know?
Bill's proof of that.
Exactly.
Can I float one more headline by you?
Yeah.
I'm still in the drafting process, so maybe we can workshop it together.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's broken up with his, and as you so delicately put, his bitch.
Yeah.
Right. I've got 99. Oh wait, I got Windows 99.
Yeah.
But a bitch ain't. Nah. Okay. Never mind.
There's something
there.
There is something there.
You know, if we were billionaires, we could probably just call Jay-Z and get him to work on the line with us.
I got 99 Windows, but my bitch has gone.
Something. Yep.
There's something to play with there.
Yep.
Guys, sound off in the comment section below.
Mm.
Yeah, great. So hopefully I'll strike gold and look, I'll put you guys on payroll.
For what?
Just for being my mate.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I'll be a billionaire.
You and that Jake Paul just paying people to hang out with you.
Yeah, we'll have the Windows 99 house.
Yeah, and we'll just be like, yes, men.
And they'll be so big, they'll literally be 99
Every
Windows.
shit thing you do in a video, we'll just be like, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was
do it
very
again.
Funny. Yeah, great. Awesome.
You could definitely beat and then insert whatever non-boxer he's not going to fight next.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, we need to talk about something very important, guys. Obviously, the show is cursed, and the curse has resurfaced again. Not that it ever, desurfaced. It's always been around with the show. We do think our show's cursed. We have lots of evidence to prove it. Even more evidence has come up in the sound off section. Somebody commented underneath the YouTube section. Since we've started talking about Gymp Fest and Gympie, someone was mauled by a cow in Gympie.
Literally, almost the day after we brought it up on the show.
Yeah. Some poor soul was attacked by a cow. Got to be one of the most unlikely things to ever happen. Like, attacked by a bull, sure. Attacked by a cow? They're very docile creatures. All of our mentions of Gympie has gotten some innocent Gympie.
How's this one? I know that we don't need any more proof at this point, but just really to, if people were still,
on the fence.
Yeah, people were still on the fence.
Skeptical.
Jackson sends me this yesterday. Luke, I was listening to the podcast. I went downstairs to fill up my water bottle. Yep. I found my dog dead. Thanks.
Oops. Sorry about that, mate.
Sorry. And we take full responsibility for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
that's
what I asked.
A lot of pet-related animal controversies
Yeah.
related to the curse.
Or
Yeah.
pets just don't have particularly long lifespan. But
Luke and I did float this potential theory. Luke and Lewis, the show, uploads twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
It is a twice weekly show. That's a lot of content. We also post daily on all of our other social media platforms. Now, I don't want people to get angry at me in the sound off section, but counter theory, perhaps bad things happen a lot and A lot of people listen to the
How
show.
often do cows charge people in rural towns?
That's unlikely.
Yeah, and the one rural
that is
town that we
unlikely.
did happen to mention.
Yeah. See, a dog dying, I feel like that's super common. Pets die, and we have a lot of listeners who are young, so they might have old pets that they had from childhood. I feel like that's not as much evidence as someone getting attacked by a cow in
That's pretty
a
conclusive.
town that has a population of 20,000 the day we start talking about it. Pretty conclusive.
Yep.
Cows kill up to 22 people a year.
Globally?
Yeah.
See, that's
pretty
tiny.
unlikely.
That's really unlikely. So, fuck. Okay, you know what? Counterpoint, the show's cursed.
So didn't you have one thing to address here in regards to Chicken Imp?
Yes.
So we tried to find out the source of the curse. We backdated it to the first episode we initially mentioned the curse was just after we had kind of trashed an old fan. We don't even know if he's a current fan of our show.
Yeah, he could be. A man called Chicken Imp, who is an imp. An imp is a demon. They obviously have the ability to curse. He would email the show the worst ideas ever, probably trying to destroy our show.
Except he had one gold nugget at the start, which was the Adam Sandler
I've
celeb
got shit
spot.
on my hands.
Yes. He did send in a celeb spot of Adam Sandler passing toilet paper underneath a stall in the 90s.
Yeah.
As a
'Cause he
celeb
had
spot.
shit on his hands.
Great celeb spot.
Yeah.
However, his content from then on did
Terrible.
not reflect that
as
quality.
shit as the stuff on Adam Sandler's hands.
Yes.
Terrible. So I went on a big rant, banning him from the show and said never email us again.
Maybe it was Adam Sandler. Was it Adam Sandler who passed him the toilet paper?
Ooh, I think it
No, it
was.
was Adam Sandler asking for toilet paper.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he passed toilet paper to Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Maybe
All
that's
saw
why
that
all
happen.
these movies suck now. He touched Mr. Imp.
Oh my god.
And
He
it
was
cursed his film
cursed.
career. And that's how we got Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Everyone.
True. And Grown Ups too. Even worse. Terrible.
I'll be honest, I watched Grown Ups over lockdown.
Was it sick?
I didn't hate it.
Oh no.
was-
You know what
It was
though?
kind of funny.
The posters and the titles and the premise of Adam Sandler films now are terrible, but you watch them and you're like, oh, it's pretty fucking
Yeah,
good.
when-
Even the Netflix ones I watch and I go, yeah.
Yeah, there was a really good David Spade. The Wrong Missy. Anyway, that was a good movie. Anyway, continue.
So I did a big rant on Chicken Imp, and then basically the curse kicked off from there. So someone said, Reuben brought up that sometimes a way to dispel a curse is to just do whatever the person is demanding us to do. In Chicken Imp's case, he was always demanding that his ideas made it onto the show. Now, we did
I'd rather our show be cursed.
that is a curse in itself,
Fuck
isn't
your
it?
pets. I think you would all agree. We'd
Yeah.
rather have dying pets and people getting rammed by cows than to have to listen to Chicken Imp's thoughts on the weekly.
I know that there's one listener out there looking at like the cremated box of his dog's ashes, and that's terrible. That's sad. It's happened to me. It's awful. But just know how much worse would it be if we were doing Chicken Imp's ideas?
Yeah.
I think that's an easy sacrifice to make. I'd do it again. Now we did float. Maybe that's the reason, and we reached out to Chicken Imp. Send us. Did you curse our show? And then a few days later, we noticed we didn't get any emails from Chicken Imp, which is rare. And that's when Keelan and I remembered that we've actually blocked Chicken Imp on every social media platform that we have. Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok. We've blocked 3 Chicken Imp accounts on our TikTok. Devlin is on high alert, the TikTok guy. Anytime a Chicken Imp account is made, he blocks it.
He is under strict instructions that if he sees a username with Chicken Imp in it, to immediately block.
Yeah. And also, at the time, we didn't even know you could do this, but he has been blocked from our email. He was so annoying on email, we had to Google how to block someone on email. So, what I need to float the idea of today...
Been blocked on YouTube. Did you say
And
that?
on YouTube. Yeah, every social media platform. So what we need to float the idea of is, if he has cursed our show, is it worth unblocking Chicken Imp on our emails to find out whether or not he cursed the show? Because we don't even know if he did. He may have emailed us whether or not he did, but it didn't come through because he's blocked. Do we unblock Chicken Imp to find out if he cursed our show?
You asking me?
Yeah.
No. Fuck him.
Well, that just means like if he did curse us,
Okay.
we'll never know.
All right. We'll do. I'm happy to hear him out, but
How about this?
I'm trigger happy to
Yeah.
go boom again.
How
and
about
block.
this? Temporary clemency. You have Chicken Imp 48 hours to email lukeandlewis5@gmail.com with strictly only whether or not you cursed our show. If you include an idea, if you include a story about you, if you include a meme, any piece of content other than the answer to did you curse our show?
If you include
blocked.
more racist jokes that we could use on stage, you will be blocked. Because that was a few of his emails.
Yeah. If you
can I add
include any terrible music that you made for us to play on the show, you will be blocked.
And
He's really going through the archives now. I hated all of his ideas.
Do you have that song, Keelan, that he sent us?
it's on this laptop, yeah.
Yeah.
And can we make it a rule he has to write it on a laptop, not from an iPad?
Good,
Yeah,
good call. If it is
not-
sent from an iPad, you will be blocked regardless of whether you answer our question or not.
We also want the demand. Oh, if he
Well, I
has
mean,
one.
I feel like we've made about 10 demands here.
Okay, did you curse our show, yes or no? If yes, what are your demands?
Yep.
That's it. Great. Done.
I swear to God, if you even think about doing this on an iPad, I will be furious.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
I can't believe we're negotiating with
With a
imps
terrorist.
here. Well, I mean, I was going to avoid using the word terrorist with an imp.
yeah.
Mr. Imp was strictly banned from our show, and this might seem harsh to new listeners. We understand we have a lot of new listeners since the Chicken Imp days of the podcast, but
Yeah.
trust me, if you haven't gone to catch up the podcast, I think the sound off section can attest to this. We do not need this man's presence back on the show.
No, we do not.
Absolutely
We do not. In fact, we absolutely need his presence to not be on the show for sure. But the curse is still around. Like another example of the curse, the E-Boys podcast, one of the biggest podcasts in the UK, who were also working with the Misfits, right?
Yeah.
One of the other much bigger, actually profitable shows underneath the MMG umbrella, right? They just broke up. They just finished their podcast. They
Yeah.
ended their show. Do you want to know what they talked about on their final episode that at the time was not supposed to be their final episode? Me.
Really?
They talked about me, the Prince Philip bit. So we killed one of the only profitable podcasts underneath Money Ryan's control.
Everything we touch dies.
Yes. Prince Philip. Great example. Now the E-Boys. It's our fault.
Yeah.
So Chicken Imp, what are your demands? You have 48 hours.
Jeez, this is going to be a tense 48 hours. This, by the way, 48 hours when the episode goes up.
Yep.
So you have pretty much until the weekend.
Yep.
Lewis. Very exciting stuff for the show.
Huge news, obviously.
Manscaped are back sponsoring the Luke and Lewis podcast.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Manscaped.com.
My nuts were getting out of control.
Absolutely, guys.
Nah,
Manscaped
guys, they weren't because I was using the lawnmower 3.0.
3.0. That's right. Manscaped.com. Use code SOUNDOFF20 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Yep.
SOUNDOFF20. Use that code because that's how they track the performance of it. They're supporting our shows, so support the brands that support us. That's how we keep all of this rolling. They've sent us some great copy that I'm definitely not reading from my phone. They've got a script here, right?
Yep.
And obviously this is incredibly entertaining, engaging, and the minute these guys hear this, they're going to go to manscaped.com and use our code SOUNDOFF20. This shit works.
This is all improv, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Intro. Hey, you.
Hey,
Yeah. You.
me?
Yeah. Got Bush? TM?
TM.
Yeah, why'd they trademark Bush?
They've trademarked pubic hair?
Yeah, why would they? Okay, it's strange to trademark the word Bush. Why would you put the TM in the copy?
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. Got Bush? TM?
Heaps.
What you definitely do if you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor today, Manscaped!
Oh,
All
no,
caps. No TM there.
Well, in that case, I don't got Bush.
Yep.
Because I do own their products.
That's right. And after using these life-changing products, Luke, you're going to want to join a ballsack beauty contest.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for you because I also have an exclusive 20% discount. Use code SOUNDOFF20 at manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping, Luke.
If we started an 18 plus OnlyFans, we could start a pube pageant with our fans.
Oh, pube pageant. That would be
I don't think we should. I don't think that's very on brand for them. No. Keelan's nodding yes, no.
What about pussy pageant? Penis
Definitely
pageant?
not.
No?
Not in this climate.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well, you know what else, Luke? Talking points.
Yeah.
Do not read. Host to talk about a funny grooming story. I hope it's the right kind of grooming, you know? You wouldn't want to sponsor Harvey Weinstein, would you?
Yeah.
You know, oh, I've got one. I've got several, actually. Host to talk about a funny grooming story or how they personally like the product. Mate, speaking of how I personally like the product, great stuff. Never cut myself. Haven't cut myself once.
Yeah.
Looking fresh.
By the way,
fly.
I know we need to move on, but it is a ball trimmer, yes, first and foremost. But also great if you've got, other bits of hair you want to cut back, if you want to do some mowing.
I've been shaving my nipples.
Really?
I don't have any chest hair. I exclusively have nipple hair.
I've
Not anymore, though.
been getting in on my snail trail a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously not for a while. It's a bit untamed at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That looks like a snail highway.
It does.
It's more than a trail. They've they've really industrialized.
It looks like they've started a dirt track or something like that on my belly.
The snail arena.
Yeah, but that's because we weren't sponsored, so I just
So you, out of protest of Manscaped leaving our show briefly, you didn't trim your pubes for months.
But in celebration, I've worn their underwear.
Oh, that's incredible.
Great.
Guys,
So anyway,
Manscaped.com, sound off 20, support the brands who support our show, and that's how we keep it all running. Thank
Great
you very
to have
much
them back
Manscaped.
on.
Yes.
Even more exciting news.
Yep.
This goes back to the episode before
Yep.
we even moved in to the newest compound.
Yep.
Yep. The Lord and the House of Lord Money Ryan.
Yep.
I wanted to get a work uniform, you might remember, and something that would make a splash with our new friends here in Misfits.
Yep.
I suggested Team Heelys.
Huge first impression vibes.
Yeah.
Like, how cool would it have been for us to rock up day one on the smooth luxury car floor, rolling around in Heelys as a team?
Would have been cool. Unfortunately,
great.
due to COVID and American shipping delays, and the fact that Heelys actually much harder to acquire in adult sizes than first thought.
Mate, you try to find a size 13 Heelys. Almost impossible. There was only one pair in the world you could find for me.
And it will show once you hold them up. Ladies and gentlemen, our Heelys have arrived. We are very excited to reveal that we all have different custom Heelys that we will wear around the office and hopefully get good at. My ones?
We'll reveal them one at a time.
Video watchers, you are already thinking, holy shit, Luke, you've nailed it.
That's cool.
Think the Heelys brand, but think Converse, high tops, SpongeBob themed Heelys.
Just beautiful. They're like high top Vans.
They're under the sea. SpongeBob's on the side. There's a bit of seaweed, a bit of water action happening, and of course the wheel on the bottom for convenience and efficiency.
Incredible stuff. And also style. Yeah. Speaking of style, Luke, check out these. You thought those SpongeBob Heelys were cool? Check out these for all my 90s kids out there. MTV branded size 13 globe style Heelys. Check out these. These are like globe skate shoes. I could skate in these
I used to have
while I watch MTV.
I used to have shoes that looked almost identical in grade 2.
Oh yeah, and grade 2 was really the peak of your fashion sense. It's because you haven't moved on.
That's
these
true.
are cool.
Yeah,
check out that. Now you might be thinking
they've
Luke,
got like so the M on the MTV for audio listeners is brick.
Nice.
It's like a brick wall shaped M, and then it's got like the TV is splattered with yellow graffiti paint.
Because that's cool. You know, like
cool.
some young teen hooligan has come here and splashed a TV on the brick M.
Fuck these shoes. I'm going to tag them up.
They are so cool and rebellious, and that's why we love them.
While listening to popular music on my cable television.
Absolutely. Now you might have thought that the SpongeBob Heelys were cool. You may even have lost your mind of the MTV Heelys. Wait until you see Reuben's Heelys. Step into frame, mate.
Reuben's have debuted on social media already, but they are tie-dye, size 7, so it's easy to find some cool ones in Reuben's size.
Yeah.
As it is on.
I mean, hippie culture is in right now, you know? Like, that's what the youth are wearing. That's what they've historically worn is tie-dyed clothes. And
if you take them,
kids love.
If you take them to Byron Bay, you will fit in
Oh, absolutely. You'll get some unmanscaped pussy in Byron Bay. Absolutely. Now, you might think the SpongeBob Heelys are cool. You probably love the MTV Heelys. You would have started to scream at the tie-dye hippie Heelys. Wait until you see Keelan's pair of Heelys. Step into frame, mate. Welcome to the show. Look at these stylish, discreet, almost all black Heelys.
You're probably thinking, wait, guys, they're just normal black cool boy skate shoes.
Yeah, and they are very cool upon first glance. But you know what's even cooler than black Heelys? Black Heelys that light up. Hit it, Keelan.
Hang on, they're just not working.
Oh,
there we go.
Look at that.
Boom.
Incredible. Man, LED Heelys.
Whoa,
that is style.
They're actually chargeable as well. You have to plug them in before you leave the house.
Are they programmable? Because one's doing a
Yeah, they are. You can Devlin figured out.
settings.
They have about 18 different light settings.
Wow.
So if you want to like just go green for the day, you go green. If you want to disco on your feet, go disco on your feet.
That is style. I'm almost jealous.
Keelan's actually taken the wheels off his.
Yeah.
Had a go at them before and I got too scared, so I took the wheels off.
So
They're
you've
not
just
Heelys,
we've
they're
just paid
regular. Can you take them out?
$200 for you to have light up shoes.
Yes, thank you very much.
Listen
a great bonus.
Listen to the talk on this, though.
The talk.
Is that the correct term?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Boom.
That's,
Um,
and so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to chuck these on and we're going to have a big Heely sesh together as a team, and we will be posting that to our Instagram, our TikTok, and everything like that, just to show you how good we are. We did try them on for the first time, Luke and I together. Reuben's already proficient. He's had a long time to practice, so he was more of an instructor.
I want to apologize to you, Lewis.
Yeah.
I talked some hectic shit, which is not uncommon for me, on the show about how you'd easily be the worst. And by the way, no one disagreed in the
I
sound
didn't
off
disagree.
section. You also agreed.
Never skated in my life, never done Heelys. I did a bit of scootering, I guess, when I was a kid.
Initially, you were horrific at it, but then I don't think I improved at all. And you actually got better at me than me at them by, I reckon, half an hour we gave these a go the other night.
Yeah.
And pretty embarrassing. You had one fall.
I did fall on my ass.
Is it on camera?
Yeah. We will post that video.
Oh,
I fell on my
I
ass.
rolled my ankle 2 weeks ago and I still hasn't got over it. Anyway.
I fell on, and as you guys know, I don't really have an ass. I didn't fall on my ass. I fell on my spine, right on my tailbone. I have still today a horrific bruise right where I landed that I would show you if I.
That's true. You don't have an ass. You just have a lower back.
Yeah.
And an upper thigh,
But-
and then it just meets, and you have a weird crack in the middle.
Yeah. So I would show you the terrible bruise that I still have, but then you would also be looking at my asshole. So just take my word for it. It looks like I've got two, because that's how big the bruise is right near my ass that I landed on. Really hurt myself. But after that, after a little tumble, which we all have while we're learning, I'm nailing it. What do you think, Reuben, as the official Heely instructor?
Lewis is desperately trying to stall here because he's wearing
Got off one boot.
boots that are lace up. What are they? They're like Doc Marten style. What are they?
Mate, these are Solaveres, all right? They're actually made in England, unlike Dr. Martens.
Why are you
Who
wearing
say-
those socks?
They're-
They're so thick.
Well, because they're new and they really hurt your feet.
Lewis is
With
wearing
big
a hiking socks underneath.
Mate,
So you bought shoes that hurt.
Eventually they will stop hurting, but until then I have to wear these socks, which
Mate,
by the
fashion
way,
is pain.
beauty's pain, mate. And which by the way, these socks will be going on sale for $3,000 for that sweaty sock enthusiast.
Man, how much for my sweaty Heelys? Nah, I'm not selling them. These aren't for sale. Back off.
That's worth too much money.
Yeah, you couldn't afford these. Seriously, we almost couldn't afford these. Thank you very much, everyone on Patreon, for allowing us to get Heelys. They're very cool and very dangerous. I'm incredibly worried about falling on my skull and getting brain damage.
Yeah.
That's a genuine concern. Hopefully Lord Money Ryan does not listen to this episode because that is a liability issue.
Yeah, that's right. So we are incredibly stylish. Ignore the socks. They are very cool.
What do you mean?
Stoked,
The socks are cool, man. The socks, actually in the 90s, I reckon people would have worn similar socks with those shoes. That's enough. All right, we'll put in a video of us doing it at the end.
Yeah,
all right?
all right.
Jesus Christ.
Stay tuned for the end of the episode to check out our Heelys skills.
You're going to knock over some lights.
Yep. Now, moving on. Speaking of, I think we should talk about this. We'll move this up a little bit.
This is so distracting, by the way. We'll do this for the rest of the episode. Just slowly move back and forth and glide with ease with my SpongeBob Heelys.
Moving on from the Heelys, it's time to talk about some finances on the show. As you guys know, I am the financial manager of Luke and Lewis. I've made some great decisions in the past, and I will continue to make them going into the future.
Well,
I'm a ravenous investor, and the results speak for themselves.
Actually, unfortunately, yes. Which is annoying because you're not that good at your job. You just got lucky. So that's pretty annoying.
So earlier in the year, we invested $1,000. Well, I took out $1,000 from the joint account without Luke's permission. And what?
Sorry, I just checked my CoinSpot account. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, I took out $1,000 of the joint account without your permission, put it straight into Dogecoin, and mate, I think it's been a incredible investment. We ended up selling those upon my advice for $2,200, right? And now it's time to see what would have happened if we didn't sell that Dogecoin. Dogecoin price check.
This just makes me sad.
So we sold our Dogecoin for 2,200 Australian
And
dollars.
we can't just keep doing what ifs. All right,
More than doubled our investment.
Yeah.
All right. Huge win. If we did not sell our 83,000 Dogecoin, we would have $68,000.
that's so many pairs of Heelys.
$68,000. But it is time. We did not just sell the $2,200. We put that money into Ethereum. Ethereum price check. Beep, bubble, bop, beep. That's right. We put $2,000. Ethereum price check. Beep, bubble, bop, beep.
I reckon we could lose the last part.
I forgot I did that.
And right, looking at today's conversion rate, Ethereum, we own 0.63 of an Ethereum. And can you Google that, please, Reuben? What is 0.63 Ethereum to AUD? I need that looked up. So that, okay. I don't have it.
Wait, what?
Okay. Ethereum is currently
Oh, sorry. Here we go.
at an all-time high. We currently own $2,700 worth of Ethereum.
That's pretty good.
I've almost tripled the initial 1,000 as the financial advisor. It is not almost $70,000, but it is almost $3,000.
Okay. Here's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
We chuck it all back in Doge. No, that seems like a bad idea now.
I still like Ethereum. I say, Elon Musk is coming up on Saturday Night Live. You know he's going to do some Dogecoin stuff. You just know it. I say we take out the original 1,000 that we invested and we put it into Doge. Or we just split it 50-50.
No, let's put it back into Doge.
All right?
Doge is like way up right now.
Way up.
But do you reckon it'll keep going up?
No idea.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Usually, you want to.
I have thought for the longest time the crash is coming. It's definitely coming.
It's definitely pretty on brand for our show. As soon as we go back in, that's when the crash will come.
The show is cursed right now. So I say we take out our original 1,000 and we chuck it into Doge, and we're in Doge and Ethereum.
Yeah, I think I might sell if you guys buy. Actually,
Oh, really? What's happened with yours? Are you?
no, just the curse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. True. Well, that's where we are.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. I'll do it today.
All right. So $1,000 back in Doge,
Yep.
and we keep 1,800 in Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Ethereum is more of a slow burn. It doesn't have
More
that
of a slow burn. Lots of projects are actually using the coin. Dogecoin is literally a joke.
Yeah. I still, from years ago back on Modern Digital, have $500 in Ripple. Still has not yet got up to near the price that I bought it at.
Luke, on my advice, bought in at $3.50. I think
it's at $1.50.
Ripple is $1.85.
Guys,
Great.
Polkadot doing great. I invested $61 a few months ago. It's now worth $94.
Great.
Okay.
Incredible.
So Polkadot's the way to go.
Less interesting, that one. Now, Lewis. Went away on the weekend, some shows in Adelaide. Second time I'd gone on a plane since COVID, but first time I'd really gone with a lot of baggage. Yeah. And we film our shows, and the main camera that we have is quite expensive that we film one of the angles on. So that's when we take to the shows. It has quite a big bag.
Yes.
A carry bag that you purchased a new tour with last year.
Didn't have any issues with it.
I think you would agree it's quite strap heavy. There's a lot of straps.
Lots
it's
of unnecessary straps. Yeah.
It's an American.
A lot
That's
of
how
rappers will talk about being strapped.
Yeah.
That camera bag is strapped.
You haven't seen our carry bag for the camera we use at the shows. Yeah. That's strapped up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say unnecessary straps. There's
completely
click straps. There's different whatever.
Clicking straps, adjustable straps, elastic straps, every type of strap you can think of.
Yeah, adjustable.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a strap on attached to it.
No, that would not be ridiculous.
Yeah, because you've been touring with Meg.
Well, and Reuben. So you make up your own mind of what that would be used for.
I wouldn't have chucked Reuben in there.
So speaking of Meg, she goes to me just before we're about to go through checked baggage.
Sorry?
Never mind.
Oh, Meg. I've never done that. Fuck you guys. I've never done that. You can't make that mandatory now.
It's not mandatory. You're just going to get a look if it doesn't happen. You know.
But we will stop the show and not move on. So it's up to you. Yeah. So we're going through the check baggage where you check in, you know, and obviously there's the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And it goes, it scans it, and then it goes back onto the loop, and it gets put down into the wherever it goes in the airport.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of mystery once the bag goes through the flap.
Where does it
as
go?
to where it goes, but it always ends up in another state. You're like, great.
I think it's a portal. I think the planes are a scam. They've already figured out portal technology. They port over the baggage because that's cheaper, but they make us pay for the flights.
Potentially. I mean, I have seen my bag being loaded on the plane before, but again.
Also, you think?
Maybe the portal's under the plane.
Perhaps.
Anyway, so it goes through just as it's about to go from the weighing conveyor belt to the one behind. One of the straps, one of the many straps, it could have been the strap on, we're not sure, got stuck in the conveyor belt, and all of a sudden, within 30 seconds of beeping, errors, and panic, I've shut down the entire airline. Virgin Airways went under during the pandemic. I almost took them down again. Oh, Someone bought them out almost for no reason.
With bags like piling up,
and also they were piling up into mine. So suitcase was just going bang, bang, bang. Oh, maybe turn that one off or something.
Just turn
we have
the
a light
down.
flickering here. But that's right. So it's going bang, bang. It's just like crashing into there's this pink suitcase just bumping up to it. And as it's kind of getting banged into, one of the straps is getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. It's going... And then eventually they have to shut down the entire baggage carousel in the whole terminal.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Then we hear there's a doo-doo-doo. And the whole airport, there's this thing of like, we have a baggage error at 187, and we're setting that 187. Like, could you please
would have
come
delayed like 5 flights doing that.
Dude, the people started to bank up in the queue. Oh, so like everyone else was waiting there I reckon there was 2 flights afterwards maybe of people waiting. And Reuben and Reese and Meg are so embarrassed.
Meg.
Dude, they're so embarrassed at this point, right? They are, and all it would have taken is, and Reuben was like, dude, I'll just get in there. Like all it would have taken is someone to crawl in, quickly unclip it, everything would have been moving again.
That
Because
is
it's like a
such
safety.
opener act vibes.
Yeah, and
get in the machine and fix it.
There was this.
What if I die? Hey, you're
But
the
there was a
opener.
guy
This is an
running late
opportunity.
for his
I
flight.
wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a guy next to me going like, "Can I just get in and fix it?" Like he was so annoyed that we were
Yeah.
being delayed, and the people are going, "No, you're not allowed to go in." There's a security guy going, "I'll do it." Like I work for Virgin, and
Yeah.
this lady goes, "You will lose your job if you get in there," and it would have just been reaching in, bang, wasn't really a safety hazard, and then
'Cause the
he's like,
conveyors
"Back
are
in
off."
the good old days, this wouldn't have even been a problem.
Yeah.
He was furious, and
That guy had 3 fingers.
yeah, 15 minutes later,
Yeah.
this guy goes in from the back. It's such a simple fix, but there is like red error messages. They have to turn off all the touch screens in the terminal so no one can do it.
There are so many there's so many staff around us at this point.
There's like
doing nothing.
4 staff just panicking.
Just making sure that no one fixes the problem.
So then I go to the lady. I go, "Oh, sorry, this probably never happens. I'm so sorry." She goes, "No, this happens all the time." And I go, "What?
Build a better conveyor belt.
Why haven't you fixed this?"
Yeah.
As if this does happen all the time, this is a horrible way to run an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we almost and our flight did get delayed by about
So how
10
did he
minutes.
fix it? Did he just like pull it?
Just some guy came in at the back and went, "Boop." But it was like a huge thing. It was over the PA system in the airport. There was beeping errors. There was a lot of red screens everywhere. There was people yelling at other people, and I'm just standing in the middle of it, filming it for my vlog.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like an asshole.
Yeah, that is great. Hey, guy, look at the problem I caused.
Yes.
Look at this. All right,
Yeah.
David Dobrik.
Yeah. Literally, I was like, this lady was like, what's the problem? And I just yell out, like, I'm 100% responsible for this. Reuben's getting really embarrassed. You know how Reuben would have felt? How I feel when you bring in Lord of the Fries to the pancake kitchen. Right?
Oh, you kidding?
Yeah,
We need to
absolutely,
talk
I did
about
that.
this.
Dude, your cheapskate behavior is fucked.
It's
ridiculous.
He bought Guzman Gomez, not technically a cheapskate move. He bought Guzman and Gomez to a rice place for lunch with the Fairbairn boys.
Oh,
we
that's
all went out for lunch.
embarrassing.
It
That's
ki-
rude.
It kind of wasn't his fault. I
Yeah.
don't think they actually understood what the word vegan
That
meant.
one wasn't a price.
There was a bit of a language barrier.
Okay.
And he was saying vegan. They were kept on coming back with vegetarian. And I don't think he wanted to take the risk.
That is so like Asian culture. What?
Yeah.
You don't kill animals? What do you mean?
Yeah.
They were absolutely baffled by the word, and so I was like, "I'll just get some Guzman."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That wasn't
one was
as bad.
outside,
We
though,
were eating
so,
outside.
yeah.
Not as bad.
yeah.
In the pancake kitchen, it's like the Adelaide's version of the pancake parlor.
rude.
Imagine bringing a burger from another fast food establishment into the pancake parlor.
Which is not.
It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant. Yeah, that's like bringing McDonald's into Nobu.
Yeah, but they didn't know about it.
He
snuck it in.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot
And by
of
the way,
tales.
he's eating it in the corner of a booth, and I go, "Oh, what have you got there?" And he goes, "Shh." Like so embarrassed about it. I'm like, "You're embarrassed, man. I'm gonna hang out with you."
and pancakes very easily veganable. You did that just to save a few.
They
dollars.
were charging me $2 extra for vegan pancakes, which are not even harder to make. I was ropeable. I'm not going to spend $18 on fucking pancakes.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Wait outside then.
No.
Don't go to the pancake place.
Easy fix, mate. I got Meg's bag, snuck it in.
Yeah, so he goes to me, "Oh, can I borrow your bag so I can sneak in my burger?"
Embarrassing.
Not at all
How
embarrassing.
embarrassing. But that is
Badge
not
of
the
honor.
worst thing that I've heard you do. On the first leg of the tour, I heard, right now this could be all conjecture and rumor, but I heard that you at one of the shithole regional like hotels collected everyone's free continental breakfast.
No, you
The free when you stay at a little shitty motel, they'll give you like wheat bix in a plastic
It sounds
thing, but it's
fancy.
2 bix.
When you say free continental breakfast, it's not a buffet.
No.
it's a box
Yeah.
with a muffin, a 10-week-old apple,
Yeah.
and a sachet of cereal,
Yeah, so like 2 wheat
a
bix
dollop,
wrapped in
and a
plastic.
dollop of milk to go with it.
Yeah, yeah,
And a juice. Had a juice.
and the juice. Yeah, right.
Main thing is it's free.
Yeah, so
He was so excited, by the way. He went, "Wait, you get free stuff?" And everyone was like, "Oh,
No,
we'll
you
probably
pay
just
for it."
go out for breakfast
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the morning."
because 2 wheat bix is not. You're touring. You need food to survive and do a good show that night. So often you just it's part of touring. You just got to go and get some nice food, because we did this on the regional tour. We didn't eat properly for like a week and all of us felt horrific.
Yeah.
You have to look after yourself. So the boys decide to go out somewhere to eat for breakfast. Reuben, I hear, this could be all conjecture and rumor, because this could be me assassinating your character. And if at any point I say something false or something that would be incredibly embarrassing and wrong, you just step in and tell me.
I'll let you
wrong.
know, sure, yeah.
Okay. So Reuben, like some kind of scavenger in the African Sahara, collects everyone else's continental wheat bix, the 2 Bix serves, collects everyone else like some kind of rat, and then decides to go with them to the cafe, not to have food and then have the wheat bix for lunch later, but to ask them for a bowl and some soy milk so that he could have his free continental breakfast at a cafe without reimbursing the cafe or giving them any money at all. True or false?
Actually,
because if true, embarrassing.
So this actually didn't happen because I said that is not okay, and everyone voted no.
Yeah.
It was his idea to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he brought it up as like, can I please do this? And we said that is not okay. And then he did something that was actually rattier and worse.
Oh, how do you get around that?
We were at a skate park. He had his leftover juice bottle.
Yeah.
I shit you not. He spends about 3 minutes crumbling up the wheat bix, shoving them into the empty juice bottle, and then at the end pours the milk into the juice bottle. He hasn't cleaned the juice bottle, by the way.
This is orange juice.
Right, and then he just sculls it as like a slushy.
It was like a milkshake.
Wait. So
It's a juice bottle about this big.
For breakfast, you had wheat bix, orange juice, and milk in one go.
He drank the juice.
I had an initial breakfast at the hotel,
and
then I actually filled up on the cereal because there were 4 types of cereal. Absolute bonanza.
I was going to say, he filled up because he had all of our breakfast.
It was a smorgasbord of cereals, and then I had Wheat Bix left over, so I'll pocket those.
This was to avoid lunch. This was to avoid paying for lunch.
Yeah, so this was actually my lunch. I had breakfast at the hotel for free, and then I had
this
lunch
reflects
at the skate park for
poorly
free.
on us because by the way you operate, it seems like we employ you using slave labor.
I am so broke.
You're not, because you opened up your fucking Coinbase account.
That's
and
true.
went,
I'm rich now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not broke. I was there for a bit because I lost a lot of money in the crash, but I'm back up.
Yeah.
We're all good. And I'm remaining profitable by not spending money on breakfast or lunch.
Or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Incredible. The world's richest homeless guy.
It's getting insane.
I'm going to be touring after Luke. Are you interested in opening for me?
Yeah.
I'll consider it.
Okay.
Based on not your ability to perform stand-up,
Yeah.
based on your ability to be a normal cunt.
Right. Well, if you'll pay for my breakfast, I'll do that.
All right, we'll think about it.
He did not pay for his
See how the coin goes.
All right. I think that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for tuning in. We will have a final answer about Gymp Fest by next week.
Yep.
Look.
It's
Once again, we have
like
overpromised and under-delivered. That should become the slogan of the podcast.
Yes. One thing that we can promise without a shadow of a doubt is that you can get 20% off the all Manscaped products by using the code SOUNDOFF20.
Yeah.
All one word, SOUNDOFF20. The number's 20.
Yeah, that's a promise.
20% off free shipping. Please do support the brands that support our show because that's how we keep all of this going, and they will judge how the code is used. So that's on you guys.
I was jumping in the Discord during the week. It was last night. And so cool to see so many people landed in the Discord within like a week. There was like 15, 20 new people. So thank you.
So awesome.
Yeah. So get around the Patreon. The Discord is a little bit of fun. There's a lot of Gymp Fest planning. Just general.
Sometimes it's funny, but it's always a bit of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So thanks for listening. We will see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be fooled. The entire
Was that on purpose?
No.
But a good prank.
We've officially been fooled by Radio Mike 2.0. That's incredible.
Was that an intentional prank by someone moving the button?
No, that's AI.
Geez, that's when you know you may be fooled. When
even the
technology
robot
is fooling us.
Yeah, a lot of people actually
we just got
sounded
pranked
off in the comment section of last episode saying that they weren't fooled by us swapping seats. We never said we were going to fool you. We said for the entire month of May, you may be fooled. We didn't guarantee it. It may happen. And there's a lot more pranks coming up.
Yeah, there's a few people who said, I didn't really notice and I watch every episode. A little bit hurtful. You don't care about us.
It was a lot of mixed reaction. There was a third of the people were furious, fuming that we did it, and demanded that we. Some guy, the top comment is some guy timestamping when we swap back so people can skip it, and then just go from when we're in our original chairs. A lot of people said, "Well, you didn't fool us," and then the other third just didn't even notice. So look, that's the month of May. You may be fooled. Get ready, Luke. You're next.